Hello everyone, Sirius Air here. So, I have been playing a lot of Wesker, and recently I've returned back to Sadako to get back in the gist of it, and it's been stressful. So, I had this game where it's a Swift with at least 15k hours total. Now, for some reason, one of them's really toxic, and the end game chat goes a bit crazy. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you at least see the ends. This post-game chat is embarrassing, to be honest. I did not narrate my voice during this video, so I'll be jumping in regularly just to narrate little things that I do and, just make sure to keep myself up to date. So I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you there. So my immediate thought here was Midwich is a decent Sadako map. It's really good if you're playing a Condemnation style build where you focus on teleporting, but I'm an invis mind game type style one, so generally this map's a bit 50-50. She just dead-harded through pallets, so we'll keep that in mind for next time. So we pushed her off the gen and she's going near that hook, so we should go pressure a different gen then. Now I know Claudette's down here, so we go there, and this is where it begins, the clicky clicky, you see? So yeah, we know what type of survivor this will be. This Claudette was literally looking the wrong way when I went invisible, which means she's now learned that I do invisible, or logically she's adapted gameplay according to that. We've immediately seen how this Claudette plays, so watch what I do here. Immediately you can tell this player had dead hard and was overconfident. Now, as this is a Swift and I haven't seen many people on barbecue, I assume that someone will be there, and what do you know, Yunjin was right there. And with communication, I'll pretend I'm chasing Yunjin, and then logically they'll know that you're being chased and you should go back, as I know the Leon is somewhere nearby. So I'm listening for footsteps here as I walk away, and what do you know? I hear footsteps underneath me. So there's no TV nearby, but I'd like to spread some stacks, so now, as I know this team knows I'm doing invis stuff, I expected her to fall back thinking I'd invis around that corner. I was quite impressed by the Spank's patience. She clearly was waiting correctly and reacting according to understanding the invisibility abilities of Sadako, so I was quite impressed, and he didn't take note of that for later. As there's only a single person on this gen, I don't think it's worth keeping gens here. I should go pressure a different gen, likely with more people on it. So we refind our friend Claudette. She's seen the invis before, so we do this. And yeah, she expected me to double back. Of course, we find her. A very good dead hand from Leon here. Very impressive, was very patient with it. Feng is behind that pallet and there are no hooks nearby, meaning I have to slug for Leon. I cannot do anything, I cannot hook him. Logically we should now start using Leon as bait. See here the frustration around this Claudette is kind of getting to me, but that was a crazy fastball from my Claudette. I was very impressed by that. That the clicking though is getting to me here. Luckily Claudette is dead on hook and this is a very unsafe room to be in, so we just do a bit of it stuff, stay on the opposite side and we can get it. Finally, of course, we give a BM back. Don't dish it out if you can't take it. Simple as that. Now, finally, a DC. As you know, Sadako is very powerful, so it's hard to compete with her. Maybe it was her intention to deny a barbecue and chili, I don't know, but I thought it was very dramatic. Now Leon has seen all the invis before, so I have to double back on the second invis. And then finally, a toxic friend. You guys are going to switch in with someone toxic. I'm going to slug for the 4K. If you can win this, good job, but if you can't, you'll notice me teleporting here. Now if you look at the UI, it indicates she's holding a tape, but she actually isn't. That is a bug with the Wesker patch where you can no longer tell who's holding the tape, and the fuzz appears when they put a tape away. However, I didn't input that at the time, and I'm teleporting to try and get a condemned. Now, Leon does a very good move here, which is run straight to the pallet while I'm demanifesting to prevent me from being able to do any kind of invis mind game. Now, remember what I said before about Leon having dead hard and using it through pallets. Take note of what I do here. A deliverance did happen earlier in the game from the young Jin, but I'll just skip that because in the end so overall, this is a GG. Now, I have my sight sets on this Claudette. I really despise people being toxic, especially in Survive with Friends, being toxic, especially against low tier killers, and then just expecting passive whatever. So I just call her out a bit, and then from here on, it gets a bit embarrassing. no, enjoy my Saki, well played, and this comment here kind of triggers it all. I probably shouldn't have said it, but I did to call him out. Actually, after speaking to some people I know who play a killer, I was like, do you know this person? A lot of people recognize him, and he is always toxic. Always. So, it's time to call him out. And it's interesting to note that despite being known for toxicity and being regularly reported, BHB have done nothing about it, so there's no consequences. And interesting note, they're saying they recognise me. I have no idea who these people are, and they say they beat me. I haven't been playing much at all recently, and then the last time I lost was a Wesker game 2 days ago. Before that, I don't even remember, so it's just them making stuff up and calling me names. They call me a dog, and at one point they call me a rat because I called out the toxicity. So you can see actually at this moment here they say, I ran you for 3 minutes on this map. So I decided to collect the chases, and let's see how long he actually lasted in chase. See if he can back up that claim. So, as it turns out, our upward 10k hour survivor lasted less than 2 minutes in 3 chases, and seems to believe that his toxic behaviour, his clicky clickies, and his endgame 1v1 challenges are entitled and justified. So, this video is not intended to come off as a sulk regarding this. It's this sense of entitlement that this survivor presents, and the threats that they come up with to try and justify it and say they could chase for 3 minutes when they didn't even hit 2 minutes. And then when their survivor and fight partners DC versus Sadako, how can you logically justify that? Like, it just blows my mind. So, I didn't manage to save the endgame chat of him threats. However, he did leave comments to my profile, and you can see actually one of them was being checked by the system and it concluded some bad words. But the logic is, if you're in a survive with friends and you're team grouping and playing with people like this, it's just odd. That's all. Odd. So he threatened one, and I have a very, very little doubt that his survivor friends would stomp me on their map of choice, which they chose Coal Tower, a survivor-sided map. But it's the sense of, you know, I can be toxic as that how much I want, but if you return it, if you call me out, I'll get my friends to call your names, and I'll threaten you to this and that. And it's like, it's a game. It's a game. If you need to prove your worth in a game because you were toxic and got stomped, let's be fair, you got stomped, then perhaps just reflect. And I have little doubt that they're going to practice versing Sadakos now, and they're going to learn the counters, and I hope they all improve, and I hope this person's attitude improves in the future. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, and this is after these days of playing Wesker, returning to a low tier killer. So I do hope you enjoyed. Please do subscribe if you like this style content. I will always upload some of these toxic games that I encounter. And I'll see you in the next one then, guys. Bye.